Guys, I just came home from vacation and these boxes were sitting here waiting for me. I do know, based on the tape here, never pay full retail, these are from Jumeirah. So shout out to Jumeirah, really fantastic prices, very competitive, and sometimes the lowest price you can find on these fragrances. They also have other items too, not just fragrances. If you're a watch guy, they have a ton of amazing watches. I'm personally a watch guy. There are too many that I actually want that it could get me into trouble. So, all right, let's see what this first fragrance is. Okay. Oh, nice. All right, so it's Maison Azra. I'm a big fan of Maison Azra's fragrances. They're some of the more high quality cologne fragrances that I've tried. And this is actually called DXB Jumeirah, which I have the OG DXB. That one is a really nice fragrance. So Maison Azra DXB Jumeirah. I'm going to look these up and see what they're all about and go from there. Let's see what this is. It is, okay, another Maison Azra, it looks like. Yes. And this one is called Infina. Maison Azra Infina. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look these up. Well, you know what? Let's get these on skin. Let's test them first. See if they remind me of anything immediately, and then I'll look at exactly what they might be trying to clone, or maybe they're originals, who knows. Both look like eau de parfum concentrations, so yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing that jumps out at me is Infina has the exact same presentation as Maison Azra's Libre, which is a fantastic alternative to Stronger With You Sandalwood. If you guys haven't tried that scent, amazing fragrance. I have it. It's fantastic. This is same presentation, although this is a blue bottle. So I don't know if this is maybe cloning another Stronger With You. Not sure. But nonetheless, we're going to try it and see. Nice heavy bottle. Nice quality feeling bottle in the hand. Nice heavy metal cap. I love the presentation on these. I think the color here is beautiful. Like if you look at the color of this bottle, like on camera, it doesn't even do it justice. I just love this pearlescent sort of look it has to it. Amazing color. I like the presentation quite a bit. Let's check the atomizer. Pretty good atomizer. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, super musky. Oh, that's interesting. It's a very unique fragrance right off the bat. In the air, smells smoky, musky. It has a fresh element to it too, but it doesn't really smell like it would have the same notes that you would think. Like the smokiness and the freshness is throwing me off a little bit. Doesn't smell synthetic or anything like that. Let's see what it does off of skin. Yeah, this is definitely reminding me of something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. It smells like clean laundry detergent, but it has a little bit of a soapiness, also some citrus, but then there's this ethereal kind of smoky, airy element to it. It doesn't smell heavy or overly complex in any way, but there's qualities to it that I really appreciate. I get the sense that this is one of those fragrances that's just going to be kind of like very unisex, doesn't lean masculine or feminine. It's interesting. I can't really pinpoint what it smells like. Maybe a bergamot, something easygoing type of citrus. It's not too puckery or sour, but the smokiness, that's an interesting element here. Very musky as well. I don't know what this is reminding me of, but it is reminding me of something. Now, I don't know if it's cloning anything, but it's jogging my memory for something. It's not my favorite, if I'm being honest. It smells okay. It's not something that I think I would reach for that often, just on my initial knee-jerk reaction, first impressions of it. I would say it's probably my least favorite Maison Azra fragrance that I've tried on initial impressions. That doesn't mean that this isn't going to get better or something that I'm going to really enjoy as the day goes on. This is just the opening. It also has this warm amberiness to it as well. So it's definitely walking the line of two worlds. You have some aromatic, fresh, kind of clean smelling, synthetic, dryer sheet vibe. And then there's also this warm, smoky, a little more depth to it as well. So it's kind of a confusing fragrance. It doesn't really know what it wants to be. Just, again, my first impressions. I'm going to give this a few more minutes on skin, and I'm going to bust open the DXB. Now, the original DXB is an awesome afternoon swim alternative that I enjoy quite a bit. Really long lasting. Has gotten better with time. A lot better with time. So I don't know if there's any relation to the two, although this is obviously the DXB line. Nice bottle. That one is silver. This one is gold. So I guess I'm anticipating a warmer, maybe sweeter fragrance than the original DXB. But really nice bottle. Again, just super classy feeling. Very heavy, substantial. Doesn't feel cheap in the hand at all. Let's check the atomizer. Pretty good atomizer. A little bit of a wider spray there. Okay. Interesting. This one in the air, definitely more obviously unisex. Like it might even lean a little feminine in the air. I'm picking up some florals. Some of that sweet, like vanillic coconut. Not like sunscreen, but it does remind me maybe of like a women's body lotion or something, because it has a creamy undertone to it as well. Then it also has this really nice fruitiness. It's like a more powdery, warmer winter version of like Herba Pura. Like that's the first thing I think of, is it because it has a lot of warmth to it in the air. Creaminess, fruitiness. I like this. The coconut stands out in the air. Let's see what it does off of skin. I like this quite a bit. Okay. Very fruity, unique fruit, not something familiar. It's like an earthy fruitiness. So it's not just straight sweet fruit. And that's what I like. It smells authentic. I just can't quite pinpoint what kind of fruit it is. It's a little bit zesty, but the vanillic and coconut is excellent. And it's blending so beautifully with that fruitiness. Okay, I can say I like this far more on first impressions than I did Infina. This right off the bat smells really high quality. Not like you're going to have to wait for it to get better. It smells like it has a really nice presence to it. It's going to create a nice scent bubble, nice scent trail behind you. It's a little bit sexy. It's a sexy fragrance. It's warm. It's a little rich. I can imagine wearing this in the fall. I think it would be ideal for fall time. You could probably get away with this in the summertime as well. Maybe cooler evenings by the water, something like that. Look at the sheen on my hand. I don't know if you guys can make that out. But it's just, you can tell like it's high oil concentration. It's going to last. Smells great. Very smooth. I love this. This is even growing on me more the more I smell it. Wow. Well done. This is a really well done scent. I'm actually going to take a look at the notes really quick. Yeah. As I suspected, you have passion fruit. Well, I didn't know it was passion fruit. I knew it was a unique fruit. Pineapple, coconut, orange. Some of my favorite top notes in any fragrance is orange, mandarin orange. It's so well done here. It is not an overly sour fruitiness, citrus. And it's working so harmoniously with all the other notes. You have pineapple, jasmine in the mid as well, coconut, caramel. So that continues on. And then you have sandalwood adding that creaminess, ambergris, vanilla, and musk. Yeah, this is just a really nice, intriguing. I would imagine this is going to get some compliments. This is more unisex for me, so I think women could wear this as well. But if you're a guy who can pull off unisex fragrances, maybe a little more feminine leaning, this works for me. I mean, I think some women might think this leans too masculine, so this is nice. Ironically, too, the other part to this is that as good as it smells initially, like most Middle Eastern fragrances, we already know they take a little time to improve and get even better. And I think there's room for improvement here, definitely. Some of the notes, it doesn't smell as cohesive as you might want straight out of the bottle, but that's something I would imagine happening sooner rather than later, because everything else is there. It doesn't smell overly synthetic. It doesn't smell like, a chemical or anything like that. I like this one. I think I'm going to give it some more time and revisit at some point. Now, Infina. Infina. Let's see how this one has changed, and then we'll take a look at the notes. Okay. It's just not my favorite. It has something off about it that I'm not crazy about. Now, this does remind me of something. I can't put my finger on. Maybe it's like a polo fragrance that I tried once before that there's something about it that it's not an aquatic note. I think it's a green note, but it's not jiving with me. So I want to take a look at them really quick. All right. So yeah, they have, so Infina has the accords listed as musky, powdery, amber, smoky, balsamic, all the things I was getting. That's obvious as soon as you spray it on. They describe the scent as an oriental spicy fragrance for men and women. So yeah, both of these are considered unisex fragrances. And the only notes they have listed is musk and incense. Now there's definitely more to it than just that. I will say that right off the bat. There's definitely more to it. Now, if you read the quote here directly from Maison Azra, Infina by Maison Azra is a fragrance that combines fresh, spicy, and resinous facets. The composition opens with a lively blend of pink pepper, marine nuances. I think that's what's turning me off. Cardamom and bergamot, leading into a heart where soft cashmere notes, incense, and ambery tones add warmth and texture. A base of musk, amber-like accords, and moss gives the scent a smooth, slightly earthy dry down. Okay, that's making more sense now. The aquatic notes along with that moss, yeah, it's not good. For me personally, it's not my thing. But if you like those notes, I can imagine you absolutely loving this fragrance. Not every aquatic is going to work on me like it would work on you. That's one of the notes. Any aquatic aroma chemical that they use to get that vibe, like oceanside vibe, it either works or it doesn't. I actually have Quicksilver Offshore behind me. That was last week's rotation. If you guys haven't checked out that video, I will link it down below. That is an aquatic that works on me. Sometimes they go a little foul and it just doesn't work. And not that this is foul, but maybe this will get better. I will definitely revisit this one. It's just not my thing. Just not at this point. Overall, I think this one, DXB Jumeirah, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think this is a nice one. This is something worth checking out. Yeah, I just really like it. It's just something about it that's super attractive to me. Infina, this is going to be, hit or miss, I think, for a lot of people. Either you're going to love it or hate it. It's kind of one of those types of polarizing fragrances. I'd be curious to know what you guys think of Infina. If you guys have tried either one of these, drop it in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on it. I'm going to wear these more. I'm going to, put them through their paces. Maybe I'll wear them both this week. Talk more about them in my weekly rotation video, which drops every single Monday. Like I said, the 7 fragrances sitting behind me right now, that is last week's rotation. I will link that video here for you guys to check out. But if you like content like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.